Hey, what's going on, guys? We have the 13th Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Wi-Fi battle. Today we're up against Justin. I brought the Rotom-Wash, the Claydol, the Arcanine, the Bisharp, the Noivern, and Mega Titar. And Justin has the Darmanitan, the Crawdaunt, the Hippowdon, the Venomoth, the Alakazam, and Ludicolo. Really frightening as fuck. Especially that Hippowdon. I love Hippowdon. Booger is coming back to haunt me, so I'm gonna lead off with Rotom. This is my choice specs Rotom. You don't really see offensive Rotom these days, so it's pretty nice to see, you know, run and well, just have a choice specs Rotom. I went for a Volt Switch now because I don't want to get hit by any grass types, and you know, it does a decent amount. So I'm gonna get out of here, and I'm gonna send out to my Bisharp, expecting like, you know, Giga Drain or anything, or even Leech Seed. And I'm chilling the, you know, air balloon, and unfortunately he does go for the, well, Giga Drain. Does pop my balloon, but you know what? I don't really care too much. I can just, you know, go for a knockoff. And he does have the leftover, so that's really great here. His Mega is the Alakazam, and obviously Alakazam does not want to get hit by a knockoff, so he does live it, and he goes for a Skull, and I'm just praying, oh dear God, please do not burn me, oh please, 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 and luckily I did not get burned, so I'm free to go for a second knockoff and finish off this Ludicolo. That's pretty sweet. Avoiding that Skull was major, so. Here comes the Venomoth. I know Venomoth will outspeed me, and I don't have grass types, or, you know, really anything that wants to take a sleep powder, so I kind of just have to, you know, allow my Bisharp to fall asleep. Now, I know how Venomoths work, you know, they just go for sleep powder, and then they go for, you know, quiver dances. So I'm just like, okay, you know what, fuck this shit, I'm just gonna get out of here. I know for a fact he's gonna go for the quiver dance, and, you know, as a matter of fact, he probably will, and he does. And, you know, from this range, he might be able to kill me with that Sludge Bomb. He just might. Or he can be, you know, a complete troll and just go for another Sleep Powder. And he does go for Sleep Powder. He breaks Sleep Claws, but he misses it. And I hit my Hurricane, and of course that'll finish Venomoth. Of course. So, yeah, that's what you get for breaking Sleep Claws, guys. Don't break Sleep Claws. Sometimes Sleep Claws doesn't just protect your opponent, it protects you too. You know, so that you don't, you know, keep missing Sleep Powder. He could have went for the Sludge Bomb and possibly kill me, but yeah. Now I'm expecting he might go for a U-turn or something, but then, you know, I still probably can take it. You know, even if it's a fire attack or a U-turn, I probably still take it. And luckily, he you know, didn't get a crit or anything, so I guess that's good. Actually, he wouldn't have gotten a fire attack on my Noivern. He would have went for like Rock Slide, so that's why it's not on my Tyranitar as well. But you know, U-turn works, I guess. You know, now I'm expecting like an earthquake or something, you know, or, you know, like anything really. I mean, Hippowdon can just do so many things. I went for the Claydol, but he does go for Stealth Rocks, but I'm kind of glad I went for my Claydol anyways, because, you know, Claydol does have the Rapid Spin. Now, I also packed the Ice Beam, but, you know, Hippowdon is just a defensive behemoth. Physically and defensively, obviously. You know, he probably could still eat up my Ice Beam. But, I just went for the Stealth Rocks now. He could, you know, keep using, you know, Stealth Rocks, or he can go for Toxic, or, you know, whatnot, or Whirlwind. But he does go for Toxic. So, you know, I guess that's fine, honestly. As long as I got my rocks up, you know, I'm not too worried here. Now, like I mentioned, I could stay and just go for Ice Beam, but, you know, I don't think it's gonna do more than half. And usually, Hippowdon do carry Slack Off, so there's really no point for me to go for Ice Beams if he's just gonna stall me out. And he does just use Stealth Rock yet again, so, you know, whatever. At least I got a free switch into Rotom, and I can just hit him up with a Hydro Pump. He, you know, obviously the Ludicolo has died, so his best bet is the Crawdaunt, but Crawdaunt will not appreciate Choice Specs Hydro Pump. Actually, it will not. It will do, you know, quite a lot, but of course I miss. So, had I hit, it would have been a really nice 2-hit KO, but, you know, oh well. I'm gonna send out my Butch. I know what you guys are thinking, why the hell am I gonna switch out the Arcanine? I sent out the Arcanine because I want to drop his attack. You know, in case he does go for a Swords Dance or a D-Dance. But he goes for a knockoff, which is fine, you know. I mean, something did have to get knocked off, but I'm kind of glad I dropped his attack first. Otherwise, he would do way too much. He's actually going to withdraw, so he's predicting that I have to close combat. He's predicting that I'm the offensive Arcanine, which is great and all, you know. But then he does send out the Darmanitan to eat up the Will-O-Wisp. So, again, you know, Will-O-Wisp, unfortunately, does not land it, and I thought maybe I could live it, but of course I don't. Yeah. So I'm thinking this Darmanitan might not even be Choice Scarf, it might be Choice Banded. We know for a fact it is choiced, but not sure if it's scarfed or banded. So I'm gonna use my Rotom now. Like I mentioned, even a Crawdaunt will not appreciate a motherfucking motherfucking choice specs Hydro Pump. He switched out actually, so he's expecting the Volt Switch. But then I have no reason to go for a Volt Switch. I'm just going to go straight for the Hydro Pump because, like I mentioned, nothing in his team wants to take a Choice Specs Hydro Pump. So I go for the Choice Specs Hydro Pump, and it completely destroys the fucking Hippowdon. So awesome. And luckily I did not miss. Now my opponent is going to go into Crawdaunt, expecting that he can live it. But thanks to rocks, my Hydro Pump has a very high chance to kill this Crawdaunt. And completely one-shot this Crawdaunt too. So, yeah. I'm telling you, man, Choice Specs Rotom-Wash does work. You know, the Will-O-Wisp, you know, Resto Chesto, you know, Rest and Chesto Berry Rotom is so great too, but there's just something about Choice Specs Rotom. I don't know what it is, so. Here comes the Alakazam. Really fearing the Energy Ball, honestly, or even like a Psychic. That will just, you know, fuck me over. He does chase my Levitate, so that's kind of sweet for, you know, my opponent. He actually goes for his Psy Shock, so, it's gonna do quite a lot. It's gonna take me to 4 HP, but I live it, and I retaliate back, and that'll take care of this Alakazam. I'm not sure if the crit mattered. I think the crit did actually matter, so, you know, I'm so glad I did get that crit. And, Rotom was just so good, it had to die too. So, I'm really glad though. It just destroyed 3 Pokemon like that. Now comes my opponent's final Pokemon, and I just thought, well, obviously I'm just gonna let out my Bisharp. It's gonna die regardless, so maybe I'm just gonna fish for, you know, lucky, you know, sucker punches, see if I can wake up. Obviously, Darmanitan only has, you know, attacking moves, so my sucker punches do, you know, work. He goes for a Rock Slide, so I am pretty sure he is choiced. Not sure if he's scarfed or banded, like I mentioned, but yeah, I take it. And luckily I do wake up, living with 1 freaking HP, and finish off this Darmanitan with that awesome sucker punch. So, there you have it. Thank you, Justin. That was an amazing battle. That freaking Hippowdon. I love seeing Hippowdon on my opponent's team. And if you guys like that awesome, like, finale, please leave that awesome like. Make sure to comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.